first sound that I actually heard that was clear was starlings on the roof. And they were so loud and so sharp, you know, it was an amazing sound. I didn't really start off making musical instruments. I started off making furniture. And I've worked for the last 40 years. I've been deaf for 30 of those. For a number of years, it was total silence, you know, so I'm just deaf. And it bothered me a lot, you know, the thought I was going deaf. But you learn to live with this. And it wasn't such a shock when my hearing went completely, because it was such a gradual thing. So when it went, I was able to cope. The thing it did, it cut me off from people. I couldn't talk to people. That's what they say. The blindness will cut you off from things, but hearing loss will cut you off from people. When I'm building an instrument, it tends to take its own life. It takes its own form. It builds itself almost. Each guitar or each bouzouki I will do slightly differently. The actual building is leading me that way. I don't have a set pattern. I know I have to fit the neck and I have to fit this and fit that. The last thing has to be strung up, which is the pleasing part. You know, you actually get a sound out of it. That's the magic part. You know. Out of the blue, I got this phone call from Dermot saying, could you come down and play?
So these instruments here are made by Rob. The bouzouki is 2 or 3 years old now, and the guitar's quite new, and it's proven its place in my arsenal at the minute. There's a lot of heart goes into them because there's one person making them from start to finish. There's something special in them, you know, that, you know, rather than a mass-produced instrument, and a lot of the time that can really be felt in the instrument itself and how it plays and how it reacts to somebody playing it, and you know, it kind of gives a kind of full sense of the instrument, you know that there's something more behind it. Being deaf or not, it doesn't really come into it in this fact. If you make a good instrument, you know, that stands on its own 2 feet.
I was taught if you tap a wood, you can tell the tone it's going to. You know, the density of the wood will give a tap and give it a different sound. So when I'm assembling the instrument, when it's put together, I can tap the surfaces and I know just by that how it will. Well, I can't tell you how it will sound because I can't hear it, but I know it'll give it a deeper tone or a lighter tone. Hopefully sustain the way a note sounds and goes, you know, carries and things like that, and also the amount of volume that comes out of an instrument as well. I've tried to build something that actually throws the sound out, so other people, the audience, can hear it without amplification. So he turned up one afternoon and stayed for about 3 hours just playing the instrument. And it was such a brilliant experience. It brought tears to my wife's eyes. She's seen these things sitting around, but to actually hear them was quite a thing. And the fact that they work straight away was, it's very hard feeling. It was just a glow inside, you know. That's all I can say, it was like a glow, you know.